Hey guys, VG Logic here, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Actually going to be looking at a PS4 game today, but good reason behind that really. I think this is a sequel, or at least set in the same universe as G-Darius, one of my favourite games on the PS1. I did a video for that like ages ago. This game's called Dariusburst Chronicles Saviors, and it's available as a digital download on the PS4. It's on Steam as well. Now, I don't know too much about the game really. It's got an awful online manual which is accessible on the PlayStation. It's a bit of a pain really, but what I gather from having a quick flick through that is AC mode is kind of like the arcade cabinet. So the aspect ratio and kind of like how the screen is laid out is a bit different. CS mode is based more for console play, so I explain that really poorly, but either way this is a bit more geared towards the consoles. So it'll fill the whole screen instead of being a sort of letterbox kind of setup. Now, I've played a little bit of this, just want to make sure I could get, understand the controls, everything like that. But I'm going to jump straight into it and just go for it really. I think later on you can sort of select or unlock different ships, but for now let's just go with the base and just see how it all goes. Now, I'm not too sure if this is going to end up becoming a kind of sort of series, or if I'm going to do more than one video about this game, but I'm going to tentatively call this this video just part one of what might be a few. Just really excited to play another G-Darius, or another Darius game. I know G-Darius isn't the only one. Just nice to see what it can look like on a next-gen console if it uses those kinds of graphics, I guess. And this is a bit different to G-Darius. I mean, the ship's the same, the Silver Hawk is still what you're using. But the first thing you notice is you don't have capture balls. I used to, capture balls are really cool. They were like the big thing in G-Darius. Capturing enemies and using their stuff against them. But you still have your laser beam thing. And I'm going to probably show everyone how absolutely appalling I am at these kinds of games, as much as I really enjoy them. Let's try and not get hit. That'd be really nice. Just try not to get hit. Easier said than done. If you've not played G-Darius or any of the Darius games before, they've all got a sort of aquatic theme to them, so the boss to this is going to be some kind of fish or crustacean or something. It's nice that this game is always kept with that sort of theme. There's only a few enemies I can think of where maybe it does deviate from that slightly. It's just sort of your run-of-the-mill kind of shoot 'em up at the moment anyway. Just waves and waves of enemies. I guess if you kill all the enemies in the wave you get a bit of a point bonus. And every enemy you kill, you seem to bring up that bar at the bottom to charge up your laser. Now, I know the enemy boss is coming kind of soon. This is quite a short stage, I know that at least. So I'm going to keep it, I'm not going to use it just yet. I'll use it against the boss. Who with a name like Force Claw? Yeah, of course it's going to be a giant crab. And let's just try not to get hit too much. Now, one thing with this game, which it's not the game's fault, but it's not been marketed very well. Honestly, I didn't hear about this game at all on any game websites that I go on. I heard it was on a forum, a Game FAQs forum. Someone mentioned it and I just caught it before it went off the top page. If I didn't see it then, I probably wouldn't even know this game existed, which is really sad because, I know this game isn't like popular next gen kind of stuff, but these games have always been really fun to me, and I would like to see more of this kind of thing. Another thing that's going to put off a lot of people as well is this game is 50 quid on the UK PSN store at least, and that is a huge amount of money. I mean, I didn't pay that much for Black Ops 3. I haven't paid that much for any game this gen, I don't think. So yeah, even if you're sort of just looking through the marketplace and you stumble across it, you're not going to pay 50 quid if you don't know exactly what you're getting. So I think they're kind of, I'm sure there's reasons for it, but it's a bit of a shame that a lot of their sort of audience isn't going to pick it up for that kind of money. And it's a digital game, so you don't have any say in it. You can't exactly pick it up in the shop any cheaper. But anyway, that was the first stage. Pretty easy, but I think in this mode the difficulty will go up as we keep going. Let's see if we can get a bit more creative with our laser beams, if we can get some more points that way. Now, because if you haven't played this sort of, well, haven't played any of the g-darius games, the way you sort of rank up your ship and everything is quite simple. These coloured orbs I'm picking up buff different parts of my ship, whether they make my main weapon better, make my shield better, or the sort of bombs that come off my ship a bit better. I'm not sure if they sort of upgrade like they do in the old games, quite the same. But in the old games, you picked enough of them and the whole shield upgraded, or your whole main weapon upgraded. And that upgrade was permanent until you rinsed a credit. Also, I've noticed in this, you seem to be able to shoot a lot of enemy projectiles. I could be completely wrong, but I don't recall being able to do that quite so readily in the old ones. Also, these sorts of seas of enemies, this really wasn't a thing in g-darius. Again, from what I can remember. I really need to play that again. Alright, so an Iron Fossil. Now, two of the biggest bosses in g-darius were Queen Fossil and Fire Fossil. This looks a bit like them, but just honestly nowhere near the size. Alright, let's try and weave around these. It'd be nice if we don't get hit. It'd be cool to see if there's any sort of extra bonuses for not being hit. Oh, well, that's ahead of that. Yeah, honestly, although I really enjoy these games, and I would play any shmup, really, I'm not actually that good at them. I really enjoy them. I like the challenge, but learning enemy patterns I really struggle with. Oh crap! Also, in g-darius and in this one as well, you can fire your laser beam at their laser beam and sort of have a laser battle, if you like, or kind of counter their shots. But in this one, you need to trigger your beam literally a split second before their laser hits you, or it won't work. Which I haven't really got down yet. I mean, I only tried it a couple of times and managed to get it to work just the once. So I won't try that just yet. But he's down, that was cool. So I think my weapon's upgraded from like its first form to the second one, so slightly different projectile. The last projectile you get is what they call the wave, and it chews people up. It's awesome if it's the same as the old ones anyway. Alright, now I think this is the last stage in this sort of little section of stages. So I'm not really too sure how this mode kind of progresses, but I just have a feeling you have challenges to do or something like that, and they get harder and harder, or you have sort of life limits to do certain things. Let's kill these guys. Let's not hit the asteroids, that would be nice. Oh, there we go, nice. Oh, sorry, can I hit this? Oh, okay, no. Thought it could be cocky and try and blow him up with the laser, but no, let's let him do his thing. Nice, I think he's dead. One thing I have noticed, again, I'm really not too sure if it changes, but in g-darius, one of the things that did happen in every stage, was in the middle of the stage it would split, and you could either pick sort of the top half or the bottom half to do. There were quite different parts to each stage, but they gave you a different version of the boss each time you changed it. I don't think that's the case in this one, so the levels are sort of predetermined and you have to go the route, just that one route in the stage. Let's knock these guys out. These ones don't seem to have guns, that's always handy. There we go. Oh, he's got guns. Oh, and one other thing as well, you can turn your ship around, that's quite neat. Lightning Flamberge, eh? Let's see what he does. Now I'm going to try and counter this guy's laser if I live long enough to fire one at him. Whoa, okay, that's not a laser. But if I can see him doing his laser, I know he's going to do it. I'll try and counter it, see if we can get that on the go. Taking really bad damage here. And I think a lot of this later on when the difficulty goes up, it really will just be memorising these patterns, memorising the safe spots. Oh, that's the laser. Nah, I was a bit early or late in letting mine off. I don't know how the lives work on this, but I don't think I've got many more hits left in my shield. Okay, let's just keep the damage on with these things. It's close. So if you stay back, he's not going to ram us, I don't think. Just get out of the way of that laser thing he's got going on, and there we go, finished. Nice. I'm not sure what a Silverhawk bonus is or why we got that, but that's kind of cool. So yeah, well that's the first kind of stage, if you like, in g-darius, Dariusburst. It's going to take me a really long time to remember to call it that. After this, unlocked a few more stages. Now I have done these ones already, and I'll do them again for the videos, I guess. Tell you what, this actually hasn't gone on very long, so let me do this one, and then we'll stop for now. I'm just going to keep with the preset kind of ships for now. And oddly enough, this one goes straight into the boss. Now I've got full laser charge, so let me try and do that counter thing again. You know now I'm trying to film it, it's never going to happen. Let's smack this guy around a bit. No. This guy's attacks fairly... Well, those big chunks of fire are quite quick, but I reckon I should be able to avoid most things he does. Weird music in this game. Kind of works, but it's strange. I think he pops his laser here. I do remember this at least. There we go. There we go. Nope, missed it. The timing is quite strict. You know, it's probably not. I'm probably just making a pig's ear of it, but I think it's quite strict. But he's down anyway. Nice. Okay, well let's get on to the next one and see what's in store for us this time. I think we've actually got a stage to play this time. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. Tell you what. With that laser that we've got, you can use it a slightly different way. You can pop this thing out. I don't really quite get how it works. I know I can manipulate which sort of direction it goes, but not quite sure how yet. I'll just use the big laser for now. Ah! Oops. Okay, it's not ever happened again. Give me those points. Whoa, okay. Those guys don't pull any punches. Alright, let's try and turn around and shoot these guys behind us. No, that didn't work. Oops. Ooh, okay. I'm not too sure how many lives we've got, but let's try not to die. Was the same guy we just fought? Like at the end of the last bunch of stages? Yeah, he is. Alright. Okay, so they might recycle bosses a bit early on, but I think, if I remember what it said on the manual, there was 40 odd bosses in the game. It's quite a lot. That's a lot to play with, that's a lot to learn. I don't remember the other guy doing that attack, so there is a bit of variance. Better stay right in front of his face, at least right now. I think we'll be okay. You know what? Is he the same guy that we fought? I don't know. Kind of has similar attacks anyway. Whoa, okay, that was way quicker. Alright, down you go. You see, that was just much shorter, and it was just... When we get into the other screen, I think I'll just work something out, actually. Yeah, so... The first stage we did was this one, this Aura Reba, and it had there's 6 hexagons in the bottom left, and I think that means you've got stage boss, stage boss, stage boss, and that's what we did. And the next one we just did was boss, stage, boss, and so I guess the next one was just stage and boss, 4 stages. I haven't done these ones yet, but they're about the same kind of length, and that's a slightly longer one. Alright, well that's pretty neat. But yeah, so like I said, it's pretty good, I guess. It doesn't feel particularly next gen, I've got to be honest with you, but it doesn't need to. I mean, shmups like this are great. I mean, these sorts of games, I mean, I always have a lot of fun with, and I think the graphics kind of come second to the gameplay, which is really fun. It's just pick up and play. I know there's some local co-op you can do on this as well, which is always quite neat. But anyway, I'm going to finish the video off there. So thanks so much for watching. I might very well put a video or two up just to finish this off, just to kind of, yeah, just keep going with it really. I might put some of those up in the future. But for now, I guess, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.